Your parents are not witches. Even if what they did or what your guardians did may look like witchcraft in the long run. What do I mean? Now, every child is born with an empty love bank. What I mean by love bank is their emotional response to situations. Now, I like to use the word love bank because it's the best way to explain what I want to say. Now, every child is born with an emotional love bank, with an empty emotional love bank, and they pick from around them to feel it. So their father's behavior, the mother's behavior, those uncles, aunties, those people who stay in the compound, they pick these behaviors, and that's how they build up their emotional response to life in general. What that means is a child who sees that every time the father comes back from work exhausted, he begins to beat up everybody, he shouts at everybody, would learn that the way to behave when you're exhausted, when you're under pressure, is to use aggression. So that child will grow up to be a very aggressive person whenever they're exhausted. They will transfer aggressions anyhow. Why? Because that's what they learned. Same thing with a girl who notices that the mother is always trying to prove a point, always trying to win an argument. The woman that doesn't give the man breathing space whatsoever. The daughter is going to also see that and learn and believe that, oh, the way to life is to always try to prove a point, always try to win an argument. That's how you create a young lady who is going to grow up to have difficulties in all her relationships. Why? Because she saw that her mother, she learned from her mother how not to communicate the right way. So you see that your parents are not witches, but this behavior that you're learning from them is worse than witchcraft.